What is TLS certificate? These are the digital documents to verify the identity of the systems in communication. Once the identity is verified, it establishes the encrypted connection between the two parties in communication. For the secure connection, it uses Transport Layer Security Protocol, that is TLS protocol. Here you can see the sample certificate. Here you can see the details like to whom it is issued and issued by and validity of this certificate. Let's see who manages the certificate. Companies, businesses which launch their websites install the TLS certificates on their web servers. Clients who want to access this website can check the website is genuine by verifying the below points. Check the HTTPS protocol should be present in the website address. Padlock icon should show in the address bar. Once the padlock icon is opened, it should show the valid certificate. Check the expiry date and the certificate provider details. Internet browser is one of the clients. Example, Chrome browser or Edge browser. We use browser to access the website. For example, let's access the below website, that is technomanuals.com. Now I'll open that website, technomanuals.com. You can open any website and check. Now this website is open now. Here you can see in the address bar, it is having this protocol, HTTPS protocol. This is the first check we have to make. Then you have to check the padlock icon. This is the padlock icon here. It is available now. It is securely configured at the server. This whoever hosting this website securely hosted this website. Now let's check the certificate is valid or not. Click on this padlock icon and connection is secure. Click here. Here you can see the information. This site has a valid certificate issued by a trusted authority. This means information like passwords, credit cards information will be securely sent to this site and cannot be intercepted. Always be sure you are on the intended site before entering any information. It's giving the information to the client. Client is in this case browser. While entering any information to this, giving to this site and check this detail, certificate is valid or not. It is issued by the trusted authority. Let's check the certificate details. Here click on this icon. Here you can see the certificate details here. It is issued to this technomanuals.com. It is called common name here. Then issued by, who issued it? It is issued by the R3. Okay, the organization is Let's Encrypt here. And check the validity period. Validity period is November 20, 2023 to February 18, 2024. It is valid now. Currently, based on this today's date, it is valid certificate. Go to details. Here you'll see the more details. I'll just export this certificate to local system to verify the details. Here use export and I'm downloading it to in the downloads folder. I'll give the name cert1, any valid name. Now it will be saved in this format, CRT format. Save it. Now I'll go to downloads folder. It's saved here, cert1.crt. I'm opening this certificate and here you can see the details about this certificate. Issued to technomanuals.com, issued by R3, valid from this the date range. We'll go to details. Here you can find the more details about the certificate. Then this is the certification path. Now let's understand who issues this certificate. Currently you can see here issued by Let's Encrypt. This is the organization. Common name for this is R3. Let's go through that. Who issues the certificates? Organization who want to create a certificate contact the certificate authority. Organizations share the details about organization, domain name and certificate type details to the certificate authority. These details are shared in the form of digital document that is called as CSR, certificate signing request. Let's understand the complete process getting the signed certificate from CA, that is certificate authority. Get the signed certificate from CA. Organization or the individual who want to secure their website has to install the TLS certificates. There are certificate authorities who are authorized to create these certificates can only issue the certificates. Organization or the individuals create the CSR, that is certificate signing request, and the private key. Private key should not be shared with anybody, even to the certificate authority. Organization or the individual who creates this private key should keep this securely, and it is used in their web server to decrypt the data passed from the client. Organization or the individual share only the CSR to the certificate authority. CA creates certificate and sign it with its own private key. Now we can say certificate authority has created the signed certificate. This certificate contains the public key along with the other details listed in the next slide. It is available to any clients who want to access this website. Now let's check the details about the certificate. Here the certificate contains validity period. In this you can see validity period from this date to this date. Issued by, it is issued by R3. Issued to technomanuals.com. Issuer details. Here issuer details is the CA, certificate authority. Certificate authority is, here you can see R3 LS Encrypt is the organization. He is the issuer. Then the public key. You can see the public key details here. Then the domain name. Domain name is, this is the one, technomanuals.com. It's in the subject field. Then the TLS version is the version 3 here. Let's open the certificate and check again. I'll open this certificate which we saved earlier. Here you can see the issued to, issued by, valid from. Then in the details you can see the version, TLS version v3. Then you can see the issuer. Here is the common name for the issuer is R3. The organization name is Let's Encrypt. Country is US. Here valid from. Okay, this is the valid from here. Valid to, until this date it is valid, this certificate. Then the subject is the domain name, will mention here. Then the public key. Then subject alternative name. If you have other DNS names, we can mention it here. Currently it's only one DNS name here, technomanuals.com. That's why it's only one entry is there in the SAN here. Now the organization or the individual received the signed certificate from the certificate authority. Next step is to install it in the web servers along with its private key. The public key present in the certificate should correspond to its corresponding private key, public private key pair. Once the certificate installation and all the configuration is complete in the web server, client can access this website using browser with the HTTPS protocol. You can see here this protocol, then the domain name here. When the browser accesses this website, the web server presents its certificate which contains the public key with the other details to the browser or the client. Client validates the certificate whether it is from the CA, that is certificate authority, and checks the expiry of the certificate. If the certificate is valid, client trusts the website and SSL handshake takes place. Let's see what is SSL handshake. Client or the browser connects to the website by entering the website address and hit enter. Then browser requests the identity of the website. Here you can see we entered technomanuals.com from the browser. Then it goes to the web server, request goes to the web server and asks for its identity. Once it asks for the identity, then the web server responds back with the certificate, signed certificate it is having. Then this certificate is received at the browser, that is client. You can see here web server sends the signer certificate as its identity. This certificate contains the public key. Whatever it's sending now, the certificate, it is having the public key with other details. Now once it receives this certificate, it validates the below details in the certificate. It is a browser work. Now browser will check website address is matching with the domain name in the certificate. The address what we entered, it's matching with the domain name in the certificate, that is technomanuals.com. Then the certificate is issued by the certificate authority. Let's check it's issued by the proper certificate authority. Then check the validity period of the certificate. Checks it is not expired. Now the browser creates a session key and send it to web server by encrypting it using the public key received from the web server. This public key is in the signed certificate sent by the web server. Now web server uses its private key to decrypt the message received from the browser that contains the session key. Here only this web server which is having the corresponding private key can only decrypt this message. None of the other websites or third party can decrypt this message. So that's why this session key is known to only this web server apart from the browser here. Now the browser and the web server share this secret session key. Now the web server sends the acknowledgement to the browser by encrypting the acknowledgement message using the secret session key which is received from the browser. Now both client and the web server share the same session key. Only browser and the web server know about this session key. Now browser and web server uses this session key to exchange data.